What's up, guys? This is Corey, and today we're going to be talking about Transformers: The Last Knight. What a piece of shit. Really, I kind of get into it a little bit. Really, at the end of the day, when you're going into a Transformers movie, at this point, you kind of know what to expect. This is the fifth one. All in all, I didn't like the movie. The movie sucked. It's a big piece of shit. If I had to be positive, I like this one better than probably the last two. Maybe the last three. Kind of depends on how you look at it. So it is a little bit better than the previous one, for sure. Probably better than at least the previous two. Personally, I like Mark Wahlberg's Cage Yeager character way more than I ever liked the Shia LaBeouf character. Probably because I just intensely dislike Shia LaBeouf. He always just gets on my nerves whenever I see him on screen, especially in the Transformers movies, when he's just like over the top silly and everything like that. I just didn't really get into that. And then I just kind of really, if you had to connect with somebody more, I connect more with the Mark Wahlberg character. The action scenes are the same in every single Transformers movies. Big explosions, slow-mo, little bit of this, little bit of that, big confusing robots fighting each other. You're not really sure who is who's on what side, Autobots, Decepticons, Dinobots, this, that, and another. There's new Decepticons and Autobots that pop up every like 20 minutes whenever there's a big fight scene, so you're not quite sure who any of these characters are. Michael Bay doesn't know his own continuity. We've got Blockade back in this one, which Blockade potentially could have died, and I think it was the third one. We've seen him in the first movie where he kind of took the turn, and then we didn't see him again for the rest of the movie. He wasn't part of the big fight. And then there was another Transformer that was pretty sure was Blockade, and I think it was the third one. It might have been the second one, but I'm pretty sure it was the third one. And he ambiguously died at the end, so it was kind of unclear. But he's back again in this one in his cop car and everything like that, so it's like whatever. And then the whole Megatron thing. We're back to Megatron now, but we're using the original voice actor, which is cool, by the way. I'll give them props for that. But Bumblebee gets his moments in this one, I guess. If you like Bumblebee, this is a good movie for Bumblebee, a little bit better than more previous ones. They keep ramping him up. Obviously, you know, we're getting a spin-off solo Bumblebee movie, so they're kind of giving him his moments where they can. Optimus is in the movie for, and this isn't really a spoiler, but maybe 20 minutes. He's not really a big part of the movie. He's more prevalent at the end of the movie than he is in the beginning of the movie. And then for the whole middle of the movie, I think you might see him maybe once, and then it just kind of radio silent from Optimus. So that's that. Anthony Hopkins is Anthony Hopkins. He's kind of chewing up the scenery when he's on it. He's kind of funny. There was a couple moments that genuinely made me laugh, which is way more than I can say for majority of the previous Transformers films. It is mainly dealing with the Anthony Hopkins and his little robot sidekick butler dude, which I can't think of his name at the moment. That's how irrelevant he really was, the whole purpose of this thing. The plot is just a jumbled up, incoherent mess. Like, it's just kind of skips, and then this person goes here, and then later these people pop up there, and then how did that guy get there, and this kind of that and another. You're supposed to take a lot of leaps, which, whatever. We're not really going to these movies for the story, I suppose, but the action's not really that great anymore either, in my personal opinion, so I feel like they need a little bit more of the story to kind of back it up, but, you know, it's a Michael Bay Transformer movie, so you kind of know what you're going to get. The first, like, 10 minutes of this, I actually thought was pretty cool. It was more medieval, like King Arthur, Knights of the Round Table type stuff, so it was really interesting seeing Michael Bay's directing that kind of scene, and those kind of battles and stuff, which I thought was kind of interesting. It was pretty cool to see that for a little bit, but you never really go back to that and revisit it, unfortunately, because that stuff is actually pretty cool. Really, that's it. I guess if I'd have to, I don't want to get into real spoilers here. I'll do another video where I cover more into the spoilery side of things, but if I had to review the movie, I'd give it probably a 1 out of 5, and that's being gracious, I think, a little bit, just because I like the Mark Wahlberg character, with the Cage Yeager stuff. But other than that, that's it, guys. So let me know what y'all think down below about Transformers. Do you love the franchise? Do you love this movie? If I'm totally out of my mind, or am I just one of those guys that just hates Transformers? But anyway, let me know what y'all think, and we will see y'all next time.